What's up, what's up? Welcome back for the stream. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. FRGT making a move here. I didn't trade FRGT at all, really. I think I had like a one share trade on it just to kind of test my test my fills on it. That had changed something on the back end. Looks like FRGT double top there. Could get a nice dip entry there. What's up, what's up? Let's check out everything here. The daily chart. Probably gonna make a move up to $1, maybe $1.20. The resistance right at that 98 cent. How you doing? Anything? What's up? What's up? So we have FRGT. Says Amazon Mexico renewed selection of FR8 app for its logistical solution to date. So it looks like the freight app has moved a substantial quantity of over 670 cargo loads between Amazon. I think that's pretty big. You know, you do have a big name Amazon that they renewed their partnership with their app as a logistical solution. I think it's pretty decent catalyst. The float. Let's take a look at the float. Seems like the market is reacting well to this as well. So I think we'll probably see $1 on FRGT today. Well, whenever you have a catalyst with a big name like that everybody knows, that usually packs a bigger punch than just a regular vague partnership with some random company. But share float 5.47 according to Finviz on FRGT, 5.47 million. So very, very low float, especially because it's an under $1 stock. We're gonna be able to turn that float a lot. So we might see a really big move here on FRGT. But the bad news is, since it's coming from a penny stock, 30 cents a share, the halt bands are going to be like 10 or 15 cents. So that means we're gonna halt and halt and halt and halt and halt after the open. So be willing to adjust your strategy to trading around halts, which is very difficult. But that might be what we're gonna see here in FRGT, is that sort of action. I really don't like trading around halts, but if that's all we're gonna get today, I'm just gonna, the best idea is just probably going to be just buying into the first or second halt And then on the third halt, being patient, because we probably would be extended, we'd need a pullback, and then wait for the pullback. I mean, we already turned 38 million shares of volume on a 5 million float, so when you get that X factor just turning a float, that's how you really can squeeze out. And the biggest squeezes are when, since the float's so small, and if you have shorts that are balanced the short side, and actually the amount of shares short are more than the amount of the float. That's when you have the massive squeezes, especially on the high volume tickers, like something like this. And, you know, it's not hard for a few hundred short sellers to accumulate, let's say like a few thousand shares short or more, since it's a penny stock. You know, it only take a small pool of shorts to get stuck to hold the whole amount of the float short. And then that's when, you know, if they start to stop out, that's how you can get a massive flash of green, because then you have the entire float buying in on the long side. But, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Don't just blindly buy this. Always got to follow your risk management rules. I might catch a dip here underneath the lows. If we dip down, 5 minute looks good here. It's right in the 5 minute trend, so maybe around 82 cents, 80 cents, maybe around in this area. And catch a dip. How you doing, Baha? I want to see a bigger dip here. Damn it. It did not really work out as well. Where's the bounce? It didn't even come down here. That's pathetic. How you doing, Morgan? What's up? What's up? FRGT is the main watch today, so far. If we can break over $1, that's when it's going to start to get, the range will start to be more expansive. Because right now we're trading, the range is a 0.003 is the spread. So a third of a cent is the spread. When it's so tight like that, it's hard, it's tough to make profit. But after $1, the spread will maybe expand to 1 cent spread or half a cent spread, which will definitely be a lot better for scalpers. How you doing, Peter? Here's that bounce I was looking for, but still, I'd only be about, I'd be about 3 cents in the green there. Good morning, DMC. Mr. Ken Barbie. Mr. Ken Barbie is in the house. we're getting into, so this week will be so next week will be the last full week, so we could still get some momentum next week, but then the week after that is holiday week, so I'm not sure. Usually the week of Christmas, once we get near Christmas, like just a few days out, it always seems to slow down. So it's usually best to either take days off around a big holiday, or just to manage your risk and size down. I've never had like a really hot day before or after Christmas, like within the next few days, before or after. Curl back up, FRGT. FRGT, that's not a bad bounce there. I don't have a longer hold time. That was my problem. The resolution was a lot slower than I was anticipating. That's another thing with pre-market versus the open, is usually the resolution of the setups are probably like 2 to 3 times slower just because of the lower volume relative to the open. So that's something also to adjust. You know, the way you're trading pre-market, sometimes not the way to be trading the market open. So at the market open, like if it's, you know, maybe it doesn't take 3 minutes to curl up like that. Maybe, you know, after it dips down, like this candle literally just reclaims all the way and then flips green. That's the type of action you get at the open, just because of the higher volume. Pre-market, since the lower volume, it's going to favor longer hold time, so it's going to take a lot more time to reverse or to trap or to resolve in your setup. It's always a tough balance. Hopefully breaks one and accelerates. Yeah, I think it's likely that we're gonna break one, but it just depends how we're gonna get there. You know, it always depends how you're gonna get there. It's the same thing with any sort of investment. Like you have a target in place, but like, how is it gonna get there? You know, you may say, you know, Bitcoin's going to 100,000. Everyone's like, Bitcoin's going to 100,000. How is it gonna get there? You know, everyone's just gonna, okay, Bitcoin's going to 100,000. Let's all get in at 40,000. Watch it dip down to 25,000 again. Everyone's stopping out, and then it comes back up. You know, that's how it usually goes. So, gotta wait for the entry to come to you. And you know, FRGT, we had a nice flag here, nice flag here, nice flag here. This is the 4th flag. So chances are, I don't know if this flag is going to be the one that's going to resolve into $1. That's what I'm saying. It might have to, you know, consolidate before it does curl back up. We're extended off VWAP. 5 minute. But who knows, you know, if it's a strong stock, it may not consolidate like that. You know, really strong stocks don't, you know, they'll go high and then they'll consolidate at a high level and go even higher. So it really depends how strong this is. Anyone who, you know, bought early, you know, they're in the green. They had no sweat. They had no sweat all day. You know, let's say you bought back here, as soon as the, you know, market opens for Thinkorswim, you know, you had no sweat the whole day. Just a nice consistent, you know, if you're one of the bulls who, you know, hold longer and just kind of ride the front side, you know, if you're just gonna hold this for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, unless it hits your stop, like you're not sweating at all, just because of how clean it is, how consistent. There's no like big flashes down and then flash back up and then flash back down and then, you know, back up like that. You know, that's the type of action you'd see sometimes. But this has been real consistent. But also that means, you know, at some point, you know, when do you take profit? When do the people down here, when do they start taking profit? You know, if I'm holding, now I'm up, say I'm up 100%. I'm up 100% with no sweat. And we're on the 4th bull flag, so, you know, I would think about taking profit at some point soon. So maybe the profit taking kind of pushes it lower. So we'll see. We'll see. It's all perspective, man. Like, stock market's all perspective. You can also look at this in the eyes of a short seller as well. You know, you have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. You know, when is the first lower low? And then that's when you'd probably want to start to size that. Here comes probably a break of 1. Let's see. Oh. Why is my... Okay, I gotta be careful here. I just sent some buy orders and nothing ever hit. Last thing I need is sticky orders here. Okay, that one went through. Why is this one not going through? Gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful. See that bounce, baby. Come on. See a bounce. Uh-oh. The last. Oh no. It might come all the way back down here. If we don't hold, it's gonna be people stopping out. If we break below this high of 95, that might not be good. Some big sellers up here. Well, not really. 26,000. $15,000 on the bid, 18,000 at 97. They're fighting. This is not good. We broke out and now we're coming back below the high. Usually that's like a warning flag. So we can pop back up real quick. Up $132 pre-market on FRGT. That's awesome. Good job. How many shares are you trading with? Why have my buy orders like not going through every time? Yeah, my buy orders aren't going through. I wonder if it's this stock or if it's, you know, let's try this stock then. See if this one works. CCCC. I'm literally sending my orders, but it's not like not registering. Got that break of $1. Might be profit taking. Who knows though? I honestly have no idea what I'm talking about. It could just go parabolic. I don't know. I sent all these orders and like, let's see if it's working now. Oh, that's still CCCC, FRGT. Okay, let's see if it works now. One share. Yeah, like it works on one share, but like anything, I'm trying to send like 500 or 300 and it's not going. Hopefully that doesn't happen at the open. Yeah, tons of resistance. So instead of shares, you purchase based on dollar increments. So what's the dollar increment that you're trading with? It must be pretty high if you're using if you made $130. Try this real quick, just see if this works. 100 shares. Okay, this one works. Or maybe it'll be different with market orders or something. The market is absolutely ripping right now. This is crazy. This is massive. This is insane. We're literally 6 points off the all-time high. I feel like this is like, I don't know. This is crazy. Here goes FRGT breaking out. Hope you guys are killing this one. Maybe now I'm interested because it's now over $1. Doesn't want to bounce yet. Nice, good job, Morgan. This is definitely going to be, this could be really good at the open. This is looking juicy for the open for sure. Might get a little profit taking at first, but I think we're gonna, I think we're gonna make a move. I mean, we're up 280%. So, but I don't see anything else moving. So most traders are gonna be just focusing on this one. Usually when all the attention in the market are focused on one stock, that's when we can get some massive moves. I don't see anything else. XBP, I heard this one is junk, too far off the highs. This is making new highs, so this is what we want. Expect to dip down to 85.90, then move up. Yeah, you know, I'm expecting at some point some profit taking. I mean, we're up 200, 300%. There's that breakout. I think I might just sit tight. I don't want to trade and I'm not too extended here. Nice job, Morgan. I think we're coming down here. I think we might be coming down. So what do we have room now? Let's take a look at the daily chart. This is gonna be very important. So now we're hitting, so we broke this resistance point here. We broke 106. Next level here is another big level right here, about 114, 115. Which is pretty much where we're at, so, or 116. Then maybe we'll have room up to here, 166. Now we're at 118. Okay. We can hold that level, man. I don't know. The market really likes this catalyst, huh? And then we gotta move up to 2. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm not sure if I should have FOMO yet, or if, you know, I'm doing the right thing. All right, so now let's think about what share size do we trade in this here? What share size? So let's see on a range, let's see this candle is about 8%. So that means if I trade 10,000, $10,000, that would be like $8,000, but 8,000 mean 8,000 shares. So if I trade starter position of $5,000, that'll be about a 4,000 shares. Now 4,000 shares, that would have made 400 bucks. So every 10 cents would be about 400 bucks. $4,000 shares. That means if I have a 10-cent loss, that means I'm down 400. What's the chances of me having a 10-cent loss on something like this? Probably a bit rare. Probably my biggest loss would probably be about 5 cents with the way that I trade. So can I stomach a $200 loss on one trade? If it's A+, then yes. But if it's a bad setup, I only want to risk like 100. So let's do half. We'll start with half to start off. So instead of 4,000, we'll start with 2,000 shares. 2,000 shares to start. And if I see an A+ setup, or if we're getting momentum, we're really ripping, really strong, then I can bump it up to 4,000 or 5,000. But to start, I think 2,000 shares is a good start. Stay away at the open. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some profit taking. We have to. We're up like 300%, 340%. Maybe we get a retest of this trend line. So I'm just kind of drawing out specific levels here for the open, and then kind of just see if we can trade around those levels. I think for the open, a dip down to the whole dollar would be good, or in this area. But again, you have to remember, like, careful of those halts. This is gonna halt like crazy. So you gotta be careful of buying a dip into a halt. You gotta be careful of buying into a halt up and having it be a false halt. Man, this is just absolutely ripping. Maybe I should not buy, if we're gonna halt like crazy, then maybe we should not buy the first dip. Because everyone's running for the exit, this is for sure going to halt out. But on the halt resumption after the halt down, we could get a nice dip and rip. Unless we sell off quite nicely before the open. Let's say we flush down to closer to $1, then maybe I can think of looking for more of the classic momentum trade for catching like quick dip and rip into a halt up. It really depends. Really depends what we're going to open up at. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. This is coming down strong, huh? Not good. Alright, I'm done. I'm done trading pre-market. I'm done trading pre-market. This is not good. It's literally just made a 350% move. I'm trying to buy dep here. I think that was like a break-even trade. That was a 2-cent loser. That was a 4-cent loser. There's that bounce. Jesus Christ. Look at that bounce. Careful on this dip. The only thing that could ruin me today is these halts that are about to happen. Because halt trading, it's like you can't really, it's hard, much harder to manage your risk because you can't control where the stock is going to open. Here we go, we're coming down now. Possible short squeeze later around 9:45.10 on FRGT. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play conservative if this is going straight up into a halt. I want to see some profit taking because I don't want to be stuck. Don't want to be stuck in a halt down. On the first halt down, that will suck. The first halt down is always the worst because that's when most people are trying to go for the exits. So I'm going to play conservative until we find some support that I can risk off of. Because if we literally halt down and I get caught in that first halt down, like this is going to open up like here. And then maybe we'll see the curl. But I don't want to be stuck there. It's okay if it halts down again. If it halts down again, then I might be okay because it might like open up near sideways because we have support. And then you can see the bounce. But that first halt down like will definitely ruin you. But we could also rip up into a halt too. We can also rip up into a halt. But we'll see about that one because it's very extended already. We also have the 200 EMA on the daily chart about 160, $1.62 or $1.60. So that also is going to act as resistance. But we do have about 30 cents until that. But be careful when it comes up to about 150, 160. If it doesn't bust through, there's likely heavy resistance on the daily chart for the 200 EMA. So we got about 5 minutes to the open, down about 20 bucks right now. But you know, that's fine. That is fine as long as I'm not digging myself a hole before the market open. Plan is keeping it tight, keeping risk tight until I find some support on FRGT. Then maybe I can get aggressive on the first leg. If we get a nice leg on at the open, because it's gonna be a very halty. So you know, I might have to buy into like the first halt after we find some support, because we might not ever get that dip, micro pullback dip to and continuation. It might just halt up and just gap higher. A lot of variables to take into account though.
And with trading around halts, you got to be extra meticulous because you have limited
risk management skills if you're stuck in a halt. This is good. I like how we're selling off right before the open, reverting back to some support levels. This is also a potential support here, because this was previous resistance now acting as support. But are we going to respect that? Is the question. All right, if you're still watching, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys get green today. Manage your risk. This one could be a little bit challenging, but yeah, don't shy away. Don't shy away from opportunity. Don't hesitate. Trust your skills. Trust your gut. And I'll see you guys on the flip side on the market recap. All right, good luck, guys.